What's going on, guys? What's going on? Getting alive with Johnny Five. Alive with Johnny Five. Hope everyone's doing fine today. Um, Thank you all for stopping by. Uh, as you know by now, here on Tully Television, we try to do Thursday night streams in between uploads, and I want to thank everyone that's been stopping by, subscribing. We're up to 45 subscribers. I think that's pretty dope. I still want to definitely grow our channel to more heights. And only through you guys can we do that. Through liking and subscribing and hitting the bell notification, commenting, all that great stuff. So definitely, let's try to continue that trend of upward and onward momentum for the channel, the community. Um, I hope I find you in good spirits. If not, I hope your day goes better, and I hope I can bring a little bit of entertainment your way. Tonight, it's not going to be too long tonight. It's been a long day for the Tully Television House, so to speak, and we're gearing up for the 4th of July, so that's a lot of taking care of responsibilities during the weekday. And today was just a really long day. So I'm going to keep it not too long tonight. I'm going to probably try to keep it within a half hour tonight. But I just might, for sharing giggles, do another stream over the weekend just to touch on more things I may think of that I'm not thinking of tonight necessarily. But tonight I'm going to talk about Shang-Chi a little bit. That trailer came, like a newer trailer came out for Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. And what really got everyone talking about the trailer was the Abomination and Wong from Doctor Strange fighting in some sort of tournament style fight. And there was, uh, you know, things leading to you to believe that there is going to be some sort of tournament or some type of job application involving fighting other people to prove that you're the strongest. And it has Abomination from the Hulk movies and Wong from Doctor Strange fighting each other for some reason. So it's really interesting to see where that leads for Abomination, because I do find to like him. He is one of my favorite Hulk villains. Him and the leader, the UFOs, have been big Hulk uh, enemies in the past before they started making Hulk into like World War Hulk, and now he's kind of, there's different Hulks and stuff. But at the time when there was only one Hulk, those were some of his nemesises, and it's a pretty interesting thing. Like the UFOs was a group that he fought, and it was four of them, and they tried to get their powers like the Fantastic Four, and they wound up getting different powers than they did after they got hit with the cosmic rays. And he had, like I said, fought them a few times. Interesting stories. You should go check those out. But it's really interesting because we really hadn't heard from the Abomination since the Hulk movies. A long time, over 10 years now, put it that way. And that was when Ed Norton did the Hulk movie before Mark Ruffalo took over, I think, at the Avengers movie or something. And yeah, it's that's how long ago it was. So tell me your favorite Hulk moments down below. Mine have always been when he rages out and then deals with the consequences as Bruce Banner later. It's definitely good to see the dual personalities always at at a conflict with each other. Uh, I too suffer sometimes from being too emotional and knowing when to be emotional and not to be emotional. It's always hard, and I'm sure that's why the Hulk has always been a wonderful character, because it's a character that I think that many people can relate to. Um, you know, joys of comics. I say. But yeah, that's why I'm getting excited for the Shang-Chi movie more than I already am, because I do like kung fu movies. Um, I do like Bruce Lee a lot. I thought he was a wise man in his years, and unfortunate and unfortunate that his legacy was cut so short, and that his son's legacy was cut so short, because I think Bruce Lee would have had a lot more to teach the world today, uh, as he did back then. And kung fu movies kind of show those stories at play of um, the common man trying to survive against the warlord who's trying to take over. And we can always relate to the little man, standing up to the bigger man. Um, that's why I love Bruce Lee and kung fu movies. Let me know what your favorite kung fu movie is down below, and I'll check it out if I haven't checked it out yet. I got a few comics in the mail this last week. It's from 2015. Uncanny Avengers is the name of the book. It's 5 issues I got. I'm not too sure if there's other issues after these. I'll have to check that out, but the story is interesting so far. So I want to share it with you guys a little bit. Up to issue 3, so I have not yet finished it. So I don't know exactly how it's going to end, but obviously there's no major deaths or anything, because all these characters, for my most knowledge, I guess, are still around in some form in 2021. Because in comics, no one really ever dies, I guess, especially mutants these days. But the team, again, is called Uncanny Avengers, and it's a mixture of Avengers and X-Men team members combined into one team, and has Division, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Rogue, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Sabretooth, who's good at that point. I don't know if he turned villain after this, but there's a story in which the good guys became bad guys and the bad guys became good, and then they fixed the reality, and but some people stayed either bad or good, and Sabretooth ended up staying good and wanting to have a redemption to all the crimes he's committed. So that's where his character is at this moment in time in 2015. I'm just not sure if he's still on that path or not. Brother Voodoo is a character that, if you're not familiar with, at least communes with the dead on some sort of level and has powers connected to that. And the story takes place on Counterworld with the High Evolutionary and this character that I just discovered in this story called the Low Evolutionary. And they're trying the Low Evolutionary is trying to save these worlds that the High Evolutionary has made. Well, not worlds, but communities of like uh, anamorphic animals that you know kind of they're like a lion or a ram or something like that, but they also like act like people. They have their own language and cultures and stuff like that. And the slightest imperfection, the High Evolutionary will wipe out the whole community and start new. And the Low Evolutionary and his people are trying to save trying to stop him from doing that. And then this team uh, comes across this conflict and helps resolve it, I'm guessing. So this is what issue one looks like. You can kind of see a lot of the team members, basically. And the art is okay. Uh, it's pretty interesting. I do like the story, though, because at this point, also, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver find out that Magneto is not their father, which I don't know if that's changed since this time till now, but that's why they were looking for the High Evolutionary in the first place, was because of their past connection with him. They wanted to ask him probably who their parents were, that he would have some sort of knowledge of where they came from because, again, of his connection with them in the past. And then issue 5. And then at this point, too, Rogue has Simon Williams' essence in her, Wonder Man. I don't know how that happened, but that's where her story is at the moment. No Gambit or reference to him yet by her, even in her inner thoughts. So I don't know where he was or what that relationship was at the time of this book, but definitely worth checking out. I'm going to see if there's other issues after that to see because it's an interesting pairing of a team because like Sabretooth has tried to be good before in the past, but kind of forced. But this time, he seems to genuinely want to do good and genuinely wants to do the right thing. Only time will tell, though, if he is genuine over it, because, again, I haven't really kept up too much with modern books to that degree, where I used to know, like, man, I used to collect so many titles every month when I was younger, but it kind of got a little out of hand, and it's still kind of like that nowadays, where I hear that they're even, like, printing like 4 Spider-Man books a month, like every week, and it's like it's $5 a book, right? So you automatically got to have $20 if you just want to do Spider-Man books, right? If you just want to read Spider-Man, it's $5 every week for the 4 various titles that they come out with. And now, if you want to get the variant covers, those are also $5 to $10 each, and sometimes they want to do 3, 4 variant covers for everything. Fernando, what's going on, my guy? How you doing, buddy? Been Have you been watching wrestling, man? I haven't been watching wrestling. It's been getting boring, man. It's been killing me. I wish. I'm glad that Bobby Lashley's the champion, though. Good, 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 good. I'm glad you're good, man. Glad you're good. I hope your son is good too. Papa Fernando. Who you been liking? What stories? What stories you been liking on? You've been watching. Like, what show you liking better? You liking SmackDown better? Or you liking Raw better? Because SmackDown, I hear, is a better show than Raw. No, no. What happened to the Patriot? What did he do? What did he pass away? Or did he get in trouble for something? SmackDown. Oh wow, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. He was good. The Patriot was good. Jeez Louise, man. What was it? Like, was it like a heart attack or just like just being an old person? Because sometimes that happens. Once you just become an old person, man, something will get you eventually. Unfortunately, it's Father Time is undefeated. Un- Father Time is undefeated. But he was a good wrestler, man. The Patriot was a good wrestler. He had some really good matches, man. That's a shame. That's crazy. That's crazy. He was 59. Wow. That's young still, though. That's still young. 59, but probably all the bumps and the matches and the medical conditions you get over time. Some of these wrestlers, yeah, I'm shocked too, actually, to be honest with you. Uh, some of these wrestlers don't make it too long. You know what I mean? A lot of them die by the time they're 60. It's kind of hard to see anyone last until like 70 or 80 years old in the wrestling business anyway, because I think they made it safer because it used to be kind of like football a little bit where uh, they didn't care if you hit your head a lot. You know what I mean? To make it like look, feasible. These guys would be like, yeah, really like throw me off onto this table or really hit me over the head with this chair really hard. And it's sometimes it got a little crazy. That Mick Foley and Rock match, uh, he hit Mick Foley over the head with a chair like 20 times or something like that. That was ridiculous. Those were some gnarly chair shots he gave him. Well, R.I.P. Patriot. You know, R.I.P. Man. But I'm gonna definitely have to put on a match of his after I do this stream. Those were the good old days. Um, men's men, so to speak, and women. Well, the women's division could have definitely done a lot better at that time than what they were doing. The women at that moment, at that time, if women's wrestling was like how it is now back then wrestling would have been perfect. You know what I mean? Uh, if they can get that uh, attitude era back a little bit with the violence, but make the women's segments obviously better, like how it is now with Bailey and Sasha and Charlotte and that, where you're not relying on the sexual overtones to that degree. They're women and they're pretty, but they're also tough and they can kick your ass too and stuff. And that's you know these women nowadays can really have some decent matches, man. It's crazy. Yeah, the Attitude Era was the best, man, in a lot of ways. It definitely was. They cut out a lot of that now. Unless you have like original DVDs and VHSs from back in the day of how it was, like how it was originally released, you're not going to come across that nowadays. Over time, they cut all that stuff out. That's why having like the original media is so important. Having these original DVDs and VHSs when they first come out before they catch the mistakes. Uh, those mistakes sometimes make the movie more interesting and it makes people pay attention to movies and then you can make better movies that way, because you have the attention of the people and, you know, the better stuff wins out, the better content wins out. That's how it is. Before I finish for the night, uh, I'm going to talk about She-Hulk, the show She-Hulk, and the show Moon Knight. that's going to be coming out on Disney Plus. Uh, Probably by like next year, I'm assuming, because they have to film and stuff like that. But I was thinking about the She-Hulk show anyway, because of the Abomination being in the Shang-Chi trailer. And recently in the comic books, they made She-Hulk. She's Red She-Hulk now, and now she's like looks like how Bruce Banner's Hulk looks, which is just a big hulking beast of like her original look that she was created with is gone. The attitude of how she was is gone. Uh, Her carefree uh, attitude is gone in a sense, and she's becoming like a Black Widow assassin. She's going to get brainwashed in a story coming up, and she's going to go attack the world. And it's going to be called World Breaker She-Hulk. And it's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be, the actual series of books that's going to be that story. I'm assuming it's going to be, 3 to 6 months, something to that degree. But I'm really curious, um, like why they have to rehash a lot of these things, because they're trying to like now. It might be possible. It might be that Peter Parker's going to die in the comic books again. It's like these things really have been done over and over again, and you wonder why. You keep doing these things that the more it's like the law of diminishing returns. The more you do something, the less shocking it's going to be. And if you already did like World Breaker Hulk, why do you need to do it with She-Hulk? Why is like every hero got to be a villain and every villain a hero in a sense to that degree? I mean, I know perspectives change and this happens and that happens, and on the world comic books, I guess you would want to, I don't know, brainwash She-Hulk to be at your beck and call and have her take down cities and governments, and you can take over the world that way for sure. Um, but sometimes just to do it is it doesn't always have to get done if it's just to do it. I just hope that it's an interesting story. Um, I'm hoping that the TV show is good. I'm looking more forward to the Moon Knight series though, because I've always been a fan of Moon Knight. I like the split personality aspect of his character. I the like the Batman esque noir detective aspect of some of his stories, plus uh, the action too that he's been in has been he's had his own interesting brand of action too, and worshiping an Egyptian god of the moon, Venosha. So yeah, it'd be definitely interested to check out those episodes, because I think Oscar Wilde is going to be playing Moon Knight, and I like him as an actor. And I really hope that they go into the whole split personality aspect of it, and I really hope that they can do justice to these two characters. If the only show, I'm going to be honest with you, that I'm not looking forward to, but I'm probably still going to watch it, is Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. I've never really been interested in that character too much, and I'm not too fond of Carol Danvers either as a character. I just think that she's overblown and overpowered for no reason, and it really doesn't catch on. And there's a lot of other female characters I think that can definitely fill those shoes that she tries to fill, or that Marvel tries to make her fill, like Sorcerer Supreme, and she can beat this person, that person. But from back in the day when I was first starting to collect comic books, Storm from X Men was like one of the more powerful mutants around, and if you really think about it, she can control uh, certain aspects of the ecosystem, and she can be badass if she wants to be, and if she really went wild, you know, I don't know, she just might. She has a lot of power herself, and there's a bunch of other characters too. If you think about it, um, that you could have, always spotlighted. Scarlet Witch, has always been uh, um, like a high powered female character that has always had interesting stories surrounding them. Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp. So, it's not about women so much that I don't want to see a woman being a lead, but, there's other characters that I think are more deserving of the spotlight. But, okay, Shara, I'm not the one making these movies or these decisions, but maybe one day that can happen. I would love for that to happen. Shoot, work for Marvel? Holy crap. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. That'd be life changing for sure. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming by, stopping by. I hope that I've brought some entertainment into your life tonight. Um, I hope that I've put you in a better mood than what you came across me at. And just thank you all for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. It means the world to me, even when um, it may not seem like uh, we're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there, and only together can we go straight to the moon, baby. But until next time, peace, Nookums.